Welcome back to Fred Channel Analysis, ladies and gentlemen, and to all those who are supporting this channel in one way or the other. I must say I'm deeply humbled by your support. Allow me to request you, if you are watching for the first time from wherever you are, kindly hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. YouTube will automatically notify you when we do another video like this. And please give our videos more likes so that their ratings will go high and YouTube will recommend them for more viewing. World Cup has begun and it is happening in Qatar. Team Qatar is hosting. They will be opening with the team Ecuador. May the best team win. I want to start from the onset and declare that I am Team England and Portugal. Even though I honestly doubt whether England will go past the quarterfinals, but I am Team England. Tangaza msimamo mapema, usingoje maybe Portugal ikishachukua unasema mimi nilikuwa Portugal. And then bet responsibly, usiweka rent ama school fees kwa football. These things you never know. Now, I want to say this, ladies and gentlemen. The day Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua will manage to unite all the Mount Kenya leaders around himself, that is the day William Samoei Ruto's predicaments will begin, and it will be for him like he's finished. The truth is, if you remove Mount Kenya from William Ruto, the leaders and the votes, William Ruto will definitely remain a shell and a political skeleton. Because in the last general election, William Ruto became who he is today because of the massive support that he received from Mount Kenya. Without Mount Kenya, I don't think whether he would have managed to become the president of Kenya. And every other leader in this country that has formed a formidable force has always gone back to their ethnic cocoon and coalesced around them. Because our politics is based on tribal and our tribes and ethnicity. If you look at William Ruto himself, he has consolidated Rift Valley, and that is his bedroom. They say this is a bedokra bedroom, and that is why he has formed a formidable force. People like Isaac Ruto and Alfred Kater, who tried jostling power from William Ruto, have fallen by the wayside. Raila Amolo Odinga is a national leader, but he started by consolidating support from Nyanza, and that is when he spread his wings to the coast and the coastal area, western area, and all those. But I've not seen Rigathi Gachagua forming a force or trying to unite the Mount Kenya region. Because the last time I checked, when Mount Kenya was given an opportunity to elect someone who was going to depute as William Ruto, even the brothers and sisters who come from Mount Kenya, people like Alice Wahome, voted for Kithure Kindiki. They did not like Rigathi Gachagua. Some say that because of his background as a DO and a DC, he likes micromanaging people. Some say he's a bully. I don't know, I've never worked closely with Rigathi Gachagua. But one thing I know, because it was in the mainstream media, is that he bullied his way to be becoming the running mate. When it was very apparent that they did not want him, they voted Kithure Kindiki. He bullied his way out, and I like him because of that. In Kenyan politics, you don't wait to be given. No one passes the baton to you. You grab it. Now, recently, I have had him rallying calls about unity, and he was saying he was offering an olive branch to people like Sabina Chege and Kanini Kega, the few MPs who are still supporting, who still swear allegiance to the former president Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And Rigathi Gachagua was saying that he played a pivotal role to ensure that Kanini Kega was elected to the East African Legislative Assembly. He was taking that credit. And when I heard these calls, I said, and I thought to myself, William Ruto should be careful. Because the moment a leader consolidates his support base from his people, then, ladies and gentlemen, that is the time all the other leaders, who were the partners in that coalition, must be very careful. People like Moses Wetangula and Musalia Mudavadi have not consolidated their support base in the whole of Western Kenya. Of course, if you look at Moses Wetangula, he has a bit of control in Bungoma, but not in the larger Western counties in Western. And that is the same thing with Musalia Mudavadi. And that is the reason why they have not formed a formidable force. In fact, just the other day, in fact, it's happening now, in the by-election that is going to happen in Bungoma, William Ruto has planted someone to vie on a UDA ticket. And there's nothing Moses can do because he has not consolidated his base in Western. So I just want to say that the moment our deputy president will manage to consolidate that power, people like Kithure Kindiki, people like William Kabogo, if he manages to bring them on board and talk and unite as a community, I'm telling you, it will be bad. And I know William Ruto knows this. He cannot allow Rigathi Gachagua to unite. You know, he is very safe. William Ruto is very safe in a divided Mount Kenya. Or if they have to unite, then they must unite around William Samoei Ruto. Don't get me wrong. Unity is always very paramount as far as the running of country's affairs is concerned. When wananchi are united, when the people are united, everything is peaceful. But politically speaking, if leaders unite together, then those who are in the same coalition with them are in trouble. What can happen if Rigathi Gachagua unites all the leaders around him? Because as it is, I have heard this gossip that Ndindi Nyoro is being groomed, and maybe in 2027, he might just rise up and say, I want to be the running mate of William Ruto. And if this happens, and it said anything, if whatever happened last time is anything to go by, then they might just decide to vote for Ndindi Nyoro. He's a young man who is a rising star. Of course, Kithure Kindiki is still there. If they are given an opportunity to fight for that opportunity, who becomes the running mate, maybe Ndindi Nyoro and Kithure Kindiki will be there. But now that our deputy president has tasted power, maybe he's wielding more influence in that area. I don't know what will happen. But if he manages to unite these people, the following might happen, ladies and gentlemen. Number one, he can forge a rebellion. In politics, rebellion works wonders. William Ruto, in the last regime, they were together with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. When it became apparent that Uhuru did not want to pass the baton to him, he said, I'm not going to wait. He led a rebellion. In fact, it started with the backyard of the central Kenya, where Uhuru Kenyatta comes from. And he took all the members of parliament and he convinced all the electorate there that the president had neglected them. And they preached this wherever they went, that Uhuru Kenyatta had neglected them. But because of that, everyone from Mount Kenya followed William Ruto. Let me ask you, if you are coming from Central Kenya, did you vote for William Ruto because of Rigathi Gachagua or because of himself? Kulikuwa na deni ulikuwa unataka kulipa, or it was because Mount Kenya had a stake, you were seeing a running mate? I really want to know whether you voted William Ruto as a person or because of Rigathi Gachagua. So Rigathi Gachagua, if he consolidates that support, he can rally a rebellion. In this sense, he will tell all the Mount Kenya electorates and the leaders that we have been duped. You've seen people lining up for food in Mount Kenya. So this can be used against him. He will say that this is the man whom we voted, but now all the promises that he gave us are falling on his foot. We don't have what we bargained for. And if they sell the same narrative that they told people about Uhuru Kenyatta, then he will go away. And I'm telling you, if Rigathi manages to go away with the electorates in Central Province, Mount Kenya, then William Ruto will have no choice. Maybe we'll be running to Nyanza or Coast or Western to pick a running mate, because I've had this conversation that maybe he could pick somebody like Musalia Mudavadi. Number two, if Rigathi Gachagua manages to consolidate a support base, he can walk away with his people, leaders, and all the electorates and forge an alliance with someone else. They could, for example, just say that call, for example, Wetangula or Moses Mudavadi or someone from Nyanza and tell them that support me. This is the number of votes that I have. Be my running mate. And I'm telling you, if William Ruto stands as a president and Rigathi Gachagua also contests as a president, and Mount Kenya is looking at these two people, Rigathi Gachagua contesting as a president and William Ruto as a president, who do you think they will choose? Modo Wanyumba. I believe they will vote in Rigathi Gachagua, one of their own. Why am I saying this? Just the other day when they realized that there was a plot to lock out all Mount Kenya nominees to the IALA, they were vexed and they rebelled. They decided now they will vote in Kanini Kega, even though Kanini Kega does not belong to Kenya Kwanza. This tell you just how united they are when it comes to one of their own. So if Rigathi Gachagua manages to consolidate the support and runs on his own with a formidable running mate, then they will just jilt and abandon William Samoei Ruto, and this is a cause for worry. The third thing that can happen, ladies and gentlemen, he can decide, because he's got the numbers from, if he has a few more members from maybe the Azimio, he picks some from the coast, some from Nyanza, some from Eastern, they can decide to pass a vote of no confidence against William Samoei Ruto. And if this happens, because politics is about numbers, and it depends on lobbying. Even as we speak today, they are trying to quell tempers. But the truth is, Kenya Kwanza is not safe. After the voting, the IALA voting, Mount Kenya feels neglected, and they felt that they were betrayed by their counterparts from the Rift Valley. So in the event that they bring a vote of no confidence, see, it's very simple. They simply pick someone from a place where they feel that person is not in good terms with the president. Maybe from Nyanza, maybe someone like John Badi, you know, to bring that motion on board. And with a lot of backroom lobbying, they simply vote him out. And so I want to believe that William Samoei Ruto knows he learned from the professor of politics, former President Daniel Moi. He learned from the enigma of politics, Raila Amolo Odinga, and he has crafted his own political niche. I believe he's wary of this. He should not allow Rigathi Gachagua to unite Mount Kenya around himself. If those people have to unite, let Rigathi Gachagua unite them around William Ruto. And William Ruto should make sure that his next focus is Mount Kenya. I don't know what you think, ladies and gentlemen, whether I'm reading too much, but that is my take. And I'm saying that William Ruto should not allow his deputy to unite the Mount Kenya leaders. He should have some rebels, people like Moses Kuria, who have abandoned their party and joined William Ruto, so that in the event that Rigathi Gachagua wants to grow horns, then he will simply abandon him and pick another one. And that is my take, ladies and gentlemen.